Hello, my name is Kathleen Flynn from the law offices of Kathleen M. Flynn, LLC in Decatur, Georgia. We assist children and adults in obtaining SSI benefits, SSDI benefits, widowers benefits, disabled adult child benefits, child insurance benefits, and service-connected veterans benefits. Today I'm going to be discussing why it's so important that you have ongoing treatment for your mental and physical conditions. And that means seeing as many specialists as you can afford. For example, the Social Security Administration is not going to give a lot of weight to a primary care doctor who prescribes mental health medications. They're looking for a therapist or a psychiatrist who is specialized in that area, and so you have detailed notes addressing your mental health conditions, whereas when you go to a primary care doctor, they don't spend a lot of time focusing on just mental health conditions. They might be focusing on a lot of different conditions. The same thing for physical conditions. If you're in treatment, it carries more weight if you're seeing a specialist for your conditions, like our clients here who go to Grady Hospital. They have different specialty clinics. For example, they have a diabetic clinic. If you have neurological concerns, they have a clinic for that. They have a burn clinic. They have a Coumadin clinic. They have a lot of specialty clinics. So that will make your case stronger. And obviously, if you have different conditions and see more specialists, that would be even more compelling. But what I'm going to focus on today is clients who will call me and say they've been in treatment for years but haven't been back in 8 months, and because they can't afford it, and think that would be sufficient for them to prevail in the case. And I always explained an example of a client whose sister came to the hearing, and she explained how they didn't have the transportation and the financial means because she was working to get her brother to appointments. The judge granted the case and said, before he did so on the record, if I do this, will you ensure that your brother gets the treatment? And she said, yes, we would really appreciate the help. Well, the then appeals counsel, which is now called the Office of Appellate Operations in Falls Church, Virginia, reviewed the judge's decision and sent it back and said that there wasn't sufficient evidence to support the decision. And then an exam was recommended with one of their doctors. And I've discussed this on other videos, but you do not want to rely on a consultative physical or mental examiner to make your strongest case, because they don't always do thorough evaluations. But getting back to how important it's to be in treatment, it is just as important to be compliant, because they consider if you're not going to treatment that you're non-compliant. And if you're not taking the medication that's recommended, you're non-compliant. We get calls from people with mental illnesses, and they may end up in the hospital, psychiatric hospital, multiple times, but they weren't taking their medication when they went into the hospital. That's considered non-compliant. Thank you. I hope you learned something, and stay tuned for additional videos. If you need help or have any questions, we'd be happy to assist you. Our contact information will be at the end of this video presentation. Our number is 404-479-4431. Have a great evening, as it's dusk here.